radio check.
Oh, that was quick. Oh, and gone. Well, if anyone's watching, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna quickly get onto the iRacing forum and see if I can find a setup. There we go. Trying to get a setup. Oh, welcome to the stream. I'm just trying to get a setup for this track. Maybe I should try this link I found somewhere. The plan is just I want to get a decent setup so I can start getting up to speed as quick as possible. That's not going to work. Let's see if I can find one from the previous season. Aha! What is this? Okay, I found a setup. It's by the guy that makes all the other setups that I use, Clayton McLeod. He's a champion. Just gonna load it up quickly into the relevant folder, and then I'm out of here. And what's nice about this is I can use my mouse to control, not freaking like F1 2019 where everything runs off the damn keyboard. Okay, so starting the session, the plan is I'm going to be running 56 kgs of fuel. This is what Clayton has his setup on. It's going to be fairly high downforce. Let's check. Yeah, it looks fairly high, and it's obviously on the high downforce trim. Okay, so it's been a good few weeks since I've done iRacing, and I've been spending most of my time on F1 2019, so this is my first laps. Should be fun.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
Oh, just realized now my steering is still set up for F1 2019, so the car is going to be ultra twitchy unless I configure it back to the right rotation. Where is that damn... Aha! The problem is F1 2019 wants the steering wheel set to 360 degrees, and my steering wheel is capable of 900, so it's back to 900. This should be better. Yep, that's better. Oh, the brakes feel so sharp compared to what I'm used to. Okay, so this is my first effort at a proper practice session on this track. This track is fairly new to iRacing, so I'm learning as I go. Obviously I've done lots of laps on this track on other sims, but iRacing is not other sims. See, that corner I struggle with in F1 2019 because the car does a stupid twitch. But here it feels like it's supposed to, I would assume. Woo, lock the brakes there. That's the thing with this car. Just when you think you got the hang of it, it'll bite you in the ass.
You'll need to slow down to give back the time gain.
Okay, I'll slow down. Okay, so the target for this session is not complicated. I'm using this for track familiarization and to eventually establish some sort of rhythm. If I'm lucky, I might be able to get to a point where I can say, okay, I've got a target lap time. But the target lap time will be based on not only my performance, but when the other drivers join the session. So I'm guesstimating that several of them will join soon. And if they don't, it's fine. Target lap times right now is not important because it's still early in the week. Short shifted a little bit early, but I'll get it right. Okay, so that's first flying lap, 128. I'm assuming that sucks balls. Not quite flat out yet, but we'll get there. Woo! As I was saying, it's when you think you got the hang of it, it'll bite you in the ass. So you guys that are watching, what simulator do you prefer, or any racing game for that matter? Mine is iRacing, of course, but it's so demanding on time. I don't play it as much as I used to. Okay, so while I'm busy trying to get ready for my next flying lap, what I normally do during a race week is start the week off doing this, just pounding laps with race fuel, and once I've got to a point where I'm comfortable that I've reached the top of my pace, I'll make some adjustments to the setup and maybe go watch a few videos, etc. But by Thursday I'm already doing...
That last lap was at 137.9.
But by Thursday I'm already doing long runs with race fuel. So I get the feel of the car as the tires wear and as the fuel burns off. It's an amazing difference from what the car feels like right now compared to what it feels like in 20 laps. So it's only by Thursday, Friday that I reach that stage and then start with qualifying practice. And then Saturday and Sunday is race days. So as mentioned before, this is early in the week. My favorite corner on the track. Car wants to understeer a lot there. Woof, woof. I short shifted to minimize the wheel spin, but the car just wanted to kill me. Woo! Let's see if I can rewind that, because that was a spectacular twitch. If I was in the car, I would probably got whiplash or something. See, there I was minding my own business. Ah, you see, I missed the apex, and then when I tried to correct after that, it was cheers, bye. Front wing is chowed. Time for a fresh Williams FW31.
All clear. Push now.
Okay, so what I need to do now is focus on getting some good laps in. Yes, I know, it looks bad. It actually is embarrassing. That's what normally happens early in the week. I look like shit for now, but I'll get better later. I might have to change the brake bias a bit so that I don't lock up as much. Woo, that was bad. Braking really late into turn 1. This corner I would love to be able to take it flat out, but I'm not so sure if that will happen in the race. This corner as well.
Sector one's quick.
Super deep. Oh! Okay, I don't think I damaged the car, but the thing is you have to attack the corner. You have to take it really fast, and the only way to do that is to be super late on the brakes and take a smooth line, but it didn't work there. Now carry too much speed. There's so much of time to be won and lost in that chicane that it's critical I take it properly. Okay, let's focus and get a good lap in. Thanks, Omelette.
Sector 1 is 0.5, not your best.
No, why so late? So I had a good start to the lap and a good end to the lap. It's just the middle of the lap that was absolute poo.
Sector 1 time is good.
Oh, that felt nice. Yeah, that chicane is a bastard. If you get it right, you score a lot of time. Get it wrong, the entire lap is ruined. Like that, I missed the apex a fraction. Well, that's my best lap of the session.
That lap was at 124.1. Sector 3 time is quick.
So, Omelette, what do you play?
Sector 1 time's okay.
Bit of understeer there. Shouldn't have dropped down to second. Oh, bastard. I was on such a good lap when I cocked it up. I was half a second up. I'm glad you mentioned Gran Turismo. The first and last time I played Gran Turismo was on the original PlayStation. That was back in the 90s. I bought my first PlayStation when it was first released, the first ever PlayStation, and
Sector 1 is 0.6, slower than your best.
then after that, well, my name is on the stream. If you race in the Grand Prix Series, then we can always race together. That would be awesome. Yeah, my iRacing name is the same as the one in the stream. I use it everywhere, so I don't have any other weird nicknames.
You've just done 125.6. You're currently 1.6 seconds off your best.
Oh, the car's starting to let go now. Not sure if it's the tires or what.
Sector 2 time is okay.
This wheel is it's a G27 wheelbase, but the steering wheel itself, the actual wheel rim, is one myself and two friends made by ourselves. So it's a homemade thing, but it works.
That was 123.9. Sector 3 is a tenth off your best. Sector 1 time is good.
There's a guy called Leo Bodner. He runs a website that specializes in everything simulation based. And if you go to leobodner.com, you can buy a lot of sim racing hardware that you can use to custom build button boxes and even a steering wheel like this.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off your best.
The G29 is very similar to my wheel. It is better though. I would love to get a direct drive wheel with proper pedals, but it's way too expensive.
That lap time was 124.2. Sector 3 time's okay.
Seems like I've settled into the 124s without too much effort.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Oof, as I was saying. Okay, we got another driver on track. Or should I be more precise, another driver joined the server. Leo Bodner, Leobodner, if I'm correct. In fact, I'll stop now and type it in so you know where to go. That's it, leobodner.com, and I will send you a link to some of the stuff I bought. Since I bought my the shift light I'm using is called the SLI Pro. So when I bought that, just after that, the SLI F1 came out. But it's, for me, what I've got is fine. I'll send you a link to that as well. So you need the display. You ideally should get the cover, and then obviously you'll need a lot of these knobs and switches, etc. I bought the knobs and switches locally. The steering wheel, like I said, we designed it to two friends and myself. So it was laser cutting the metal, and I met an old man that helped me get the leather grips put on. It was a bit of work, but it was worth it because it was the cheapest way I could get it. I'm from South Africa. Okay, let's see who is. Hmm. Yaman Ogus. Interesting. Okay, let's go for another session. I used to do a lot of driving in the Grand Prix Series.
Exits clear, push.
And I won 2 divisional championships, and it was a lot of driving, and I actually considered maybe doing the whole getting a pro license thing, but it was just too much time. I wanted to start playing cricket, and so I started my own cricket team, not virtual, real cricket. And so between the cricket and a few other things I keep myself busy with, iRacing was a third or fourth thing on the list that I wanted to do after hours. You said you race iRacing, Omelette, so what series do you race in? What's the track temperature?
The track temperature is now 23 Celsius.
Okay, that's nice and cool. Which means that my lap times will get slower if the race track temp is gonna be higher. I hate the hot track temperatures. The car feels like it's got no grip. Well, not feels, it does have no grip.
That was 124.5.
Oh, that's my fastest lap of the session. Missed the apex. Damn it! I'm trying to push, but I can be more consistent, but I really want to push the car to establish where the limit is. So have you mapped all the buttons on your wheel? Meaning, have you utilized everything and run out, or do you have more than enough? Made a mistake, but I feel I can attack a lot more now. I mean, it's taken me, according to this, 15 laps, but I'm getting the feel of it finally. Almost flat out. Well, seems like I'm catching up with the other driver.
You've just done a 23.1.
Let's see if I can catch up with him. Almost flat out again. Well, I found my consistency. That's good news. Oh, man. That's just typical. The moment I said I found my consistency, I wipe out. But, just want to go and have a look at my lap times. You see, this is where I want to be for now. It seems like without too much effort, I can lap in a 123. So, I mean, my first session, I was very excited when I got into the 123s. I thought 24 was good. So, that's the good news. The bad news is I'm now going to go see what were the times that these guys were doing in the race. Or If I can go see what they did. Yeah, maybe I can go see what they did last race. So I'm watching a replay of a race from last season's Grand Prix Series. Um, Hopefully I could pick up what the times were. While I'm waiting for that, seems like if you can lap in the 119s, you'll be doing a cracking qualifying lap. So yeah, I've got a long way to go with practice. Anyway, let's see if there's any other drivers entered. No, it's just him. And he's just about matched my time. Hmm. So I have no idea if he's running on race fuel or not, but that's irrelevant. I'm gonna go and get cracking with my runs again. So how long have I been busy? Because the plan was I wanted to do an hour stint or an hour session and then go have supper. But let's see. Okay, still got about 25 minutes to go.
Pit exit's clear. Limiter's still on. Disengage it.
Disengaged. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let the other guy go past me. Okay, so my plan now is, let me see if I can just follow him, see what it feels like in his slipstream, if there's any loss of grip in any specific areas.
New fastest lap for August on 22.6.
Wow! Thank you. Well, this guy in front of me is definitely quick. Whoa! He's so quick he vanished. Damn it, I was actually hoping to have stuck behind him a lot longer. He's probably got internet issues. That's how you're supposed to take that first part of the chicane. That's how you're not supposed to take the chicane itself.
Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace.
I think I've reached the limit of braking into turn 1. Okay, that was flat out.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Oh, that felt amazing through that corner. You feel the wheel load up. It's awesome. It's something that you don't really get in F1 2019. Pushing the limits there. The thing is, I'm trying to get as close to those sausage curbs as possible, and then I now have maximized it.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Okay, Sergio is close behind me. He's obviously similar pace to me. Let's see if I can maintain that gap. Whoops.
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace. Off the leader's pace. You've just done it on 23.4. That's a new fastest lap for Virgilio on 22.3.
Okay, Sergio is closing in on me.
Sector 1 is 0.1 off the pace.
I'm not sure if he's on race fuel or qualifying fuel, but his fastest lap that he set just now was substantially faster than mine. Ah, looks like he made a mistake. He's in the pits. Oh, missed the apex. Now, missed the braking point completely and had to do something crazy just to stop the car.
Sector 3 is 2.2 off the pace.
Thing is, there's time to be had in the first turn, so I'm gonna keep pushing to try and find that final limit on it. That's nice. I'm sure this must be boring for some of you guys watching, because I'm just doing laps going around and around, but this is what sets the foundation for the race. My way of thinking is, if I don't put in practice where I know I'm going to have a fairly clean race and I'm going to crash out every second lap, then all I'm going to do is ruin it for the other drivers. So yes, it's going to be a lot of pounding around the track, but it's worth it, I think. Pounding around, I said. Okay, I'm just going to quickly do some fuel calculations. Let's see if I can show you guys my fuel calculation window. That will be cool. Yeah, it is on there. Cool. Okay. Okay, so how this works is, if you haven't seen it before, it's a free app called iSpeed, and all I'm going to do now is run a few laps at,
Your exit's clear.
excuse me, a few laps at race speed, and the app will calculate my fuel usage in kilograms. Now, why it's important to do the calculation is every kg of fuel you carry is...
Fastest lap for Virgilio on 21.8.
Every kg of fuel you carry extra is lap time that you lose, so it's critical that you get the exact amount, obviously, but also you don't want too little and then you run out of fuel somewhere. So my plan for this race, I think it should be a one-stopper. So I'll be stopping just past halfway.
Sector 1 is 0.5 of the pace.
To establish a good fuel calculation, you need to do several laps at racing speed. So the plan is to do at least 5 flying laps.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
Whoa! Not like those laps, but that'll work for now anyway.
That puts you 2.7 seconds off the pace. That lap was at 124.5. P3.
ran wide.
You need to slow down, give back some time.
I will. Let's see if the high-speed window is showing me anything. It's about 2.4 kgs a lap, more or less.
Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I was distracted by that dude parked in the grass there. I was so busy looking at him, I forgot to drive. I don't know if the car is damaged, but we're gonna feel now. Yep, it's damaged. That's a pity. It was just getting halfway in my little fuel calculation stint and messed it up. Why isn't it escaping? Damn it. Strange. I'm pressing and holding. Wait, I know why. There we go. Okay. Let's check what the other guys are doing. Okay, well, Sergio we knew was kicking ass. Then was this other dude. I'm not sure if I pronounced his name right. Yaman. And then is me. So let's see what the other guys do. I'm hoping that my race pace, I'll find out closer to the race what the real lap times are.
The fastest lap for Virgilio on 21.6.
As I was saying, I'll find out closer to the time what the lap times were from a previous race, so I've got a good idea of where I am. Okay, this is going to be my last stint, and then I'm going to call it a night, but this one is going to be my fuel calculation and to see what my real race pace will be. I must say though, I'm happy that I've improved.
Pit exit looks clear.
I found some pace relative to where I started the session. I mean, you guys were watching, you saw what I was doing. So my driving isn't perfect yet, but compared to where I started, it's a lot better. Yeah, I figured the click on the monitor thing. Thanks, Omelette. I keep forgetting because I've got two displays. Because I've got two displays, I'm on the wrong one. This track is one of those tracks where you get rewarded for being really smooth.
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace.
That was flat out. Felt good.
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
I'm trying to brake as late as possible in there. It works. Missed the apex, damn it. So all the time that I had gained, that 2/10 or something, is gone. This is still fractionally faster, but
His lap in this session.
now it's easily flat out. Wow.
Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace.
Damn it, he's so slow on the brakes. I have to wait for a gap to pass him. Oh, he's off. He's new, obviously. I'm sure he'll get there. I was like that when I started, so. Yeah, this car has got a very, very steep learning curve. That's why it's...
You're now 2.1 seconds off the pace. That lap was at 123.7.
That's why it's not very popular on iRacing. Because of that. Too many guys don't want to drive it because they think it's too difficult. And it is difficult. It's just, if you practice, get a good setup, work on your driving, it will improve. That was as late as a day get on the brakes. There's 2 or 3 tenths still to be gained on the chicane. If I can just find those tenths each lap, it'll be awesome. That was flat out again.
Sector 1 is 0.2 off the pace.
Ooh! Try to carry more speed, didn't work.
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Wow, look how much of time I gained there. I could get into the 22s if I just don't cock it up every time.
0.8 off the pace.
Nah. Messed it up.
The car ahead has just done a 22.8. V4.
So I'm gonna have to check soon on whether these guys are racing or driving and setting laps on race fuel or qualifying fuel, but I'll know soon enough. I know I can get into the 1 minute 22s if I focus and work on the slower areas.
Sector 1 is 1.3 off the pace.
This is my last
The guy behind has just done a 131.3.
This is my last lap of this stint and probably of the session. Then I'm going to do some analysis. Okay, let's see, fuel calculation. According to this, it's 2.45 kgs per lap. I'm going to go back into race info and it's a 44 lap race. So I'm just going to do a quick calculation. So that's about 112 kgs of fuel.
The guy behind has just done a 127.7.
Hmm. And it comes down to 56 kgs per stint if I do a 50% stint. And amazingly, that calculation matches precisely with what um, Clayton McLeod had set up on his setup he put onto the forum. So yes, my calculations work out. It makes sense anyway. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to calculate, the 56 kgs. Second calculation or analysis will be the laps. So Sergio is doing short stints. So he does a 21, he goes in the pits.
That's a new fastest lap for Virgilio, 120.9.
I like his skin on the car though, it looks awesome. That McLaren from those days was beautiful. So the impression I'm getting with Sergio is he is running on qualifying fuel. Trevor is way off the pace, so I'm not going to worry too much about him. Now this dude, oh Ray, yes, this is race fuel. So this is where I'm supposed to be. The problem is, I'm not anywhere near there. My laps, I'm averaging in the 23s. So if I do a clean lap where I'm not doing anything stupid, I can lap in the 23s comfortably. The bad news is I'm supposed to be in the 22s. So if I can get into the mid to low 22s, I'll be very happy. Um, I'm going to jump in the car to show you guys one last thing. My optimal is in the 22s. So what it means is if I set a clean lap and nail all the sectors, I can do a 22 um, without actually putting too much effort, meaning I've already done the sectors. I just need to link them all together. Okay, so the good news is I've more or less established target lap time, um, which is a 22 mid. I've worked out my fuel and I've found some sort of pace. The bad news is I need to find that target lap time. So I'll be back tomorrow, probably a similar time, and I'm gonna have to put a lot more effort into finding pace. I've got an idea where I'm losing time because I can see the split times of the other drivers. Once I figure that out, I'm sure I'll get faster. Okay, that is it for me. Um, I'm done for today. I really enjoyed the session. This track is awesome, and it feels absolutely fantastic with this car. Um, I, I really wish that they could bring this type of force feedback into F1 2019. Then I'd really enjoy the game. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Um, and Omelette, you're the only person that was chatting with me, and I really appreciate that. And catch you guys tomorrow.